Well, morning, folks. It's Thursday morning. Christmas and New Year and all that's all done. As you'll see from the clip in a minute, I did absolutely, other than a bit of paperwork, I did nothing yesterday because the weather was vile. Windy, rainy, horrible. Log fire, TV crap. That was it. So, yeah, we're down here this morning. Anyway, thank you for your comments, your likes. Welcome new subscribers. I had a whole dose of you, so appreciate it. And yeah, we're down there this morning, got the heater on because it's gone from, I say, wet and horrible yesterday to cold and frosty this morning. How the British weather changes. As you can say, I've got my Flying Fergie Man hat on because it is a bit chilly. So yeah, I've got a few things to do today. I've got a truck to look at, a little tip of lorry that come in, so we'll start looking at that. But I thought, first off, somebody asked a while ago about what I got in here, kit-wise. So we'll do that in a minute. But I thought I'd start off with the plan for this year. Always have a plan. Rarely goes to plan. Always get a setback somewhere along the lines. You know me a bit now. I treated myself with one of these microphone things. Whether I use it all the time, we'll see. So anyway, 1250 cab. We got some painting cubits done the other day, put together. We got the chassis and that there, which is going back together, which we worked our asses off in December. From 22nd of November, when we had the guy and do the shop blasting, to heading back together. Can't believe it. We worked hard. Anyway, hopefully Tuesday, Massey Penny will be back here. So I'll be whipping her ass and getting her busy. Make up for 2 weeks off. So, yeah, update with the engine.
Right, folks, Happy New Year to you all. Yeah, I ain't going to go to work today. The weather is crap. Rain coming in sideways, blowing a hoolie. I got the fire lit, done a load of paperwork this morning first thing. So I'm going to have a quiet day. So this video, depends what I do tomorrow, ain't going to be very long. So hope you all had a good evening. I didn't, well I did, went out, but I was back in bed by 9:30. So I need my beauty sleep. So tomorrow's another day. Whatever happens today, probably not a lot. As you can see, weather is miserable. Foggy up on the hill. And it's chucking it down.
Well, we had this sorted out by professionals, all gone through. We're waiting for one part. Waiting for an injector pipe, because the ones that are on here completely had it. That's on back order until February. Bugger. We got a new water pump for it, which is down there in a box, ready to go on. Gearbox. I've got to send the clutch plate off, have that relined, and wait for a pressure plate because the old one was knackered. I've been able to hopefully get one. We've got the multi-power stuff there, ready to reassemble. Obviously, we've been through the gearbox. It's all covered up here and put back together. We did that some months ago, so that's all good in there. Yes, the cab. That's all painted. We've got a few bits put back in there the other day. Bits here ready to go. We've got all the window rubbers in the box down there for it. And yeah, the back end here. That's all back together and looking rather good. So yeah, there's a few more bits on pallets. We've got filter housing there that can be fitted in. Stuff on pallets under there it's already painted. Yeah, we've obviously made a new pipe up here a while ago, which I've just got to cut that end off there and braze into it. Want to chop that length to length. So that's a job to do. I'm going to say, yeah, the day before yesterday, we got all that fitted up, painted and fitted in. Looking very nice. The steering orbital, that was sent off for refurbish because it was leaking oil. So that's back in. So moving on to kit anyway. We got a brake press here. Had it since I moved in here. Handy bit of kit. I don't use it so much these days because I don't do the body work, but it is handy for making parts. We've got various different tooling and bits and pieces. Over the years I've worked out how to fold various stuff. Got a synergic pulse welder for aluminium. Not that I do much of that these days. Used to do a lot when I was building the horse box bodies. 3-phase drill. Again, use it occasionally. Over here we got the old little parts washer, the press, that does get used quite often, and a shot blast cabinet, again just for small bits and pieces. Got the old splitting rail there, which again, when we've done clutches, comes in very handy. A little while ago we repurposed some steel and stuff we had lying around, bits of wood, so we got a shelf there for the other 1250 out there, and bits on this one. It's for that one. So just making use of things to put stuff rather than hung up on the floor. Got the old heater there, that's going this morning because it was a bit chilly. Little pillar drill there. Again, that used to have lots of use, not so much these days. A lathe, use it occasionally, but most of the machining stuff I get boys in Wales to do for me. And there's Massey Penny's toolbox. Oh, somebody's been in there. Wasn't me. We've got a bandsaw here, Bailey. Very good bit of kit. Again, don't use it much these days. Before I got that Bailey saw, I had a Sealy. Not very good. That got sent back. So I went to Coventry and bought that. Went up on a Sunday in the van. And yeah, good bit of kit because you can turn the head stock to cut your angles. Whereas the Sealy, you have to set the vice and then have a bit of steel or aluminium shooting off at a random angle across the workshop, which is not practical. A good old school guillotine. Again, 1970-ish, I think. I don't think it's ever let me down. I had the cylinders aside, had a seal go. I got the stuff to recharge it with. I use pure argon to recharge the cylinders, but I haven't had to do that for a long time. Damn good compressor in the corner there. Another toolbox of stuff. Yeah, I keep all my sockets in here of various sorts. Imperial ones down there. And then one of these drawers down here, I've got some specialist tools. This bit here, that's for doing MAN rear hubs, for getting them on and off, and the proper socket for the hub nuts. Again, some ball joint splitters, some big ones, standard ones. I don't know what's in here, probably oddsies. Bits for the mill, again, don't really use it. Various pullers, battery testers, seals and things, imperial taps, the usual. This stuff, Milwaukee, that's pretty good. Snap on, not so fan of that these days. TIG welder, again, don't use it. Mill, it's a bench. Handy bit of kit, that one, for folding stuff. Yeah, bench, just all work in progress. We won't look at that. Another toolbox full of stuff. Spanners on the wall. We've got a box pan folder up there. Marvellous bit of kit. Some stuff you can do in that, which you can't do in that. And then upstairs on all the shelves, we've got various tractor bits, filters and stuff. More bits. Screws, bolts, nuts, washers, all over there. Another pile of goodies in the back. And then tubs of stuff everywhere else. Anyway, the plan for this year. Got lots to do. But as I say, plans never go to plan. So we're going to crack on with this one with great earnest. We'll get as much done on that cab as possible. Glass put back in, windows put in. I've still got the window frames to deal with and paint, and the door, which I did make because the old one was too far gone to paint, so they can be done and dusted. Once that's in, we're waiting for the wiring looms, which we're having a few made at the moment. So it might be next week I might get those back. Once we've got the wire looms, we can put some of that in out the way, get the cab put together, tested that everything works, which you should do. I know the windscreen wiper works in there. Yeah, Massey Penny can put the dashboard back together. We can test all the functions on that, light switches, etc. And then we got the 1250 out in the yard there, which we've made a start. All the back ends isolated, no drive going to it, drained of oil. It's still drivable at the moment to move it around. We want to crack on and start getting bonnet off, cab off, engine off, and pull it apart. And then we'll do the same process with that one as we did this one. Get everything stripped down, have the man in the shop last, and then crack on. But now we passed the shortest day. The weather's getting better, apart from today, but it's supposed to be cold for the next few days. We can hit into that and start painting some of it. I say a few truck jobs in between, but I've got to look after those customers as well. I dare say I'll be on the phone to somebody saying, right, better get your tractor here if you want it doing, because I've got a list. People who'd be prepared to wait, and more people who are coming on board and still happy to wait. But as I say, never know how things are going to pan out, because there's always going to be something that gets in the way and messes it up. So better go on and look busy today. So we'll go outside and get that white truck moved out of the way, get the tipper lorry up, make a start on that, and hopefully it's not too chilly outside to get the old fingies cold. What more can I say? Drop us a comment, ask us a question, and do our best to answer. As somebody said yesterday, thank you very much for the videos. Please don't worry about replying to the comment. I know you're busy, but I will always try and reply to every comment as best as I can, even if it's just an emoji thumbs up or thank you very much. At least you know I've read it, and appreciate your comments. And thank everybody for watching this rubbish. I can't make it up. It's as it happens. Very rarely do I get time to make a video of something specific, because I'm busy all the time. Wasn't yesterday, but if it's not paperwork up at early o'clock, just got to do what you got to do.
We've had to move around. We've got the white lorry out the way for now. Tipper lorry's here. Blown the tyres up. They're all pretty well on the mark. Need to give it a good wash. We check the lights. They're all okay. This one's had a new replacement engine fitted, because remember last year MOT, he was smoky as buggery, but it did pass once he's warmed up. But yeah, he's pretty good now, so we'll give it a good wash off. Hopefully the pressure washer's not froze, and we start tapping around having a good look. Repaired the bit in the bumper there that had easiest out, so we put a bit of aluminium behind it and some rivets, a bit of seal around it, so that's not a great gaping hole. Tweak the headlights a little bit, and everything else seems to be in order. But flipping cold, still got ice in there on frost, so it's going to back on a bit of tractor work now. Window frame here, which we cut that bit out a while ago. We're going to chop this bit out and reinstate that, then weld the hinges on, and they'll be ready for blasting. The third one now, you see nothing there, corners out there, so we've got the bits marked out. We'll cut this out, and then we can trim that out and replace it. Wifey in today, tidy up the shelves over there. So let's crack on. Two replacement corners cut out. It should be absolutely spot on. We've marked where we're going to cut that to make it fit. The same with that one, so we can chop the back bit out there on both sides. Everything chopped off that we don't need. New bits ready to go in. We can get those set in there and tacked in place, just like so. Same the other side, welded up. Get the hinge sorted on that one, and then these will be kind of ready for getting blasted. And that's the last window, test fitted. All my holes line up, hinge welded in, it fits, it doesn't bind. Absolutely marvellous. That's the two corners we just repaired. So we just knocked up the packing strips that go behind the windows with the slotted holes to match the hinge. So they're made, cleaned up. We're going to get the shop blaster ready now. We'll get these window frames cleaned up. Right, well, we've got that lot blasted up, hung up. Primer's on mix, let that settle, get it warmed up, get this lot primed, and I'll be ready to paint it red tomorrow. I didn't anticipate getting this far today, but bonus. Like I said, I have a plan, never goes to plan, something else changes and something else happens. So glad these are ready. I'll get some primer on these. Yeah. So we got this lot covered in primer. It's going to be dry for the morning. We'll tisivate if we need to, and then get it painted red. So good job done today. Folks, so I'm going to let that do for today. So as always, thank you for watching. Click the old like and subscribe. Drop us a comment. We'll get back to you. Probably a bit more in this video than I anticipated yesterday, but hey ho, things change. So this is the plan for this year. This one. hopefully in the next 2 weeks we'll start pulling this apart. I want to get as much of that cab done on that one in there, and then we start ripping this one. Bonnet off, engine out, cab off, ready to pull it apart, as I said earlier on. So watch this space for this one. So look after yourselves. I'll catch you next time. Catch you later.